I was working as a corrections officer actually at one of the local county jails, and they didn't have a nurse, and I was an EMT. And so they came to me and said, hey, can you help us out with our medical department? So I kind of started doing that, and I started working with the doctor, and it just kind of was a natural progression. Like, it was really interesting to me, and it was actually very easy for me. Like, when I was learning about the medical field there, it came to me easily. So it was kind of like just a natural progression to getting to that point. I wanted to go back to school, and but the schedule was a rotating schedule. I did a week of days, week of grades, a week of swing shift. And so going to school was basically impossible. I was offered the college network, and it just gave me an opportunity to do it at home, study. And as a jailer on the graveyards, I had a ton of time to study, so it just made it so I could actually get through school and get a degree. Like, the job I was at required me to do like a really hard portion in the morning and then a really hard portion at night, and then the middle of the day was kind of free. Like, I had to be available for emergencies, but I had a good solid 4 hours every day at work. So I had a large portion of the middle of the day where I didn't have much to do. There was no work assigned. I just had to be there for emergencies. So if an emergency came, I went out on a call. But I had a huge portion of the day where I could sit and study, and I had my own med room where I could sit in there, and I studied basically at work. Like, I did it all at work. I spent a few days at home studying, but most of it was at work. It was kind of perfect for me, actually. So I was still able to come home. I was able to do things with my kids. I did do a few of the books I had a really hard time with. So I actually read the book into a tape recorder, and I would listen to them on, like, to and from work, things like that, just so that I had something. I was always, like, kind of engaged in it rather than trying to do it once a week.